I loved our start on both ends of the floor. I thought you saw where we started the game. We made five straight stops on defense to force 10 turnovers in that first quarter. I thought we were really unselfish with our play. Obviously, watching Brene career high in points tonight and threes made. She was in a zone. I thought we did a really great job being able to find her in transition and for a lot of great plays. That's what we need to be able to open things up. And, just the unselfishness that we played with. It was nice to be able to extend our bench and keep growing those minutes and keep developing our chemistry. And obviously nice to be able to come back home and play in Xfinity.
Please raise your hand for the mics. I will start referring on the left.
Hey, everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Renee, I think we're going to start with you. Career high, started off 11 for 11. At what point did you feel it and say, okay, this is kind of my night? I don't know if it was the ball going in warm-ups, or at what point did you kind of feel that you were cooking a little bit?
Yeah, I was feeling really good at shoot-around and in warm-ups. Like, I just was feeling on. But also, I didn't realize I was perfect from the floor until halftime. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I haven't missed a shot yet. But I was just, like, in a zone.
There were, you can always put the ball in the basket, but there was a couple games there where it was a little bit of a lull, and you've kind of gotten back on track. What has been the difference? Did you approach it differently? Were you thinking of anything, or just kind of how have you gotten, the ball going back through the net again?
Yeah, well, I do love playing at home, and I knew I always shoot well at home, so I was going in with high confidence, knowing that I always shoot well at home. But, yeah, I did go through a little lull, and I just try to persevere, not to think about it too much. So, yeah, I just was like, I really needed this.
Awesome. Question for Bree. I know you and Nay are pretty close. You guys have been through the past 2 years together. She's kind of been a mentor to you. What was it like just watching her as like a teammate just like be on fire tonight? Were you going crazy? Because we were just kind of sitting there like, wait, she's made how many?
When I found out that she was like hot, I was like, girl, you better keep shooting that ball. Don't stop shooting that ball. I'm going to hit you every time. Shoot that ball. So just seeing her like hit all the threes that she made and just being herself was like made me happy to see that she was like being herself again. So yeah.
Two quick ones, Bree. That pass between the legs. What was like? Were you feeling that? You knew she was there, showing when you're like,
yeah.
whoa, whoa.
I was just like, shoot. Just threw it. I was like, shoot.
And Riley, career high today.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about your game today? Obviously, great performance, but how do you think you can keep building off this going forward this season?
Yeah, I think in the first half I was definitely cold, and then the second half my teammates were looking for me, and that kind of got me, had me going. So I think just continuing on, just continue to trust my teammates, trust that that they trust me, and that when they give me the ball, that I can produce for them. So yeah.
Renee, I don't know if you know, but when you hit that third to last three, I guess, you were 11 for 11, which would have been the record for the highest field goal percentage. The last two, I mean, obviously you don't know that in the game, but the last two, were you just like, damn, or is there kind of just like at that point the basket probably looks wide open?
Yeah, I think my confidence definitely was there. The first one I shot, I knew it was a little off, so I was just like, dang, I just messed up my percentage. But the second one, I really did think it was going in, and it didn't. But I'm like, I still have 7 for 9, so still a great percentage.
Yeah, and in a game like that, when you're shooting the ball so well, you go into the break, is it almost just feel like you're ready to get out there like as fast as possible, or is it nice to kind of like reset and, recalibrate almost?
Yeah, after halftime, when I found out I was perfect from the field, I was like, oh, man, that means I got to make every single one from now. So I was, like, a little nervous, but then after getting those open shots and stroking it and going in, I was like, oh, yeah, this is easy.
For Bree, earlier in the week, Nay talked about how having a good assist-to-turnover ratio will lead to your chemistry and your momentum. So in a game like today, when you have a season high in assists, and obviously as much cohesion as you guys did on the floor, how does finding one another and you facilitating a lot of Nay's shots today, contribute to your overall chemistry and momentum?
Just in practice, we always say, let's look for the one more and like just get the extra pass. And that's what we really were working on today. And like, yeah, just working on that, just trying to get everyone open and everyone in the best position to get a good shot. So just doing that, yeah.
You feel like with a press like Niagara was throwing at you guys that you were able to set people up quicker because, everybody's streaking down court. You're always going to have somebody open in a full court press. You think you were able to find them pretty good tonight?
Yeah, I feel like I was able to find everybody really good, just analyzing the floor and seeing like it's already 2 people drawn to me, so someone's open. So just looking ahead.
First for Bree, how you doing?
Good.
Question: your hustle plays, your heart, tenacity, your diving on the floor. Can you just talk about your character when you play the game of basketball?
Just coming out like this could be my last game. Just playing hard and playing like it's my last, and just doing everything that my team needs me to do. Yeah.
For Brene, how you doing, Brene?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Question: what things did you see from that Cancun trip that built off to this great win today?
Yeah, I think just to hit back on that assist-to-turnover ratio, we still have to clean up on our turnovers, but we put emphasis on live ball turnovers and making sure we found the open man, and we were a little stagnant there on our offense in a couple games in Cancun. So it was just a big emphasis of get to our spots, let's get to where everyone's comfortable, let's make the extra pass, let's execute, run our offense. So I think that was just a big emphasis today.
And last for Raleigh, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. They say if you stay ready, you never got to get ready. What's been going into your preparation to have a game like you did today?
I think exactly what you said. Just always being able, when my name gets called, being ready to be put in the game and just trusting myself and just having full confidence on the court. I think that's all you have to do to be ready.
Appreciate it.
This is for Riley, but I guess what have you kind of learned the most throughout your time? Obviously, you've been playing a lot more minutes the last 4 games, but just what has it been like, kind of adjusting? What have you learned?
Yeah, I think the more under control, just more poised you are, just settling down, not letting the game speed you up. That's the better that you're gonna play. I think learning through the last 4 games, I've just learned to control myself and learn that I just calm down in the moment.
And I guess this is for any of the players, but what was kind of working for all of you guys to kind of shoot really well tonight and have set like a new season high in field goal percentage? It wasn't just Brene, but it was a bunch of you guys.
I think just to hit back, like I said, I think we all really love playing at home, and it's fun to get to defend your home court. So I think also that helps your confidence going in, to be confident to knock down open shots.
I think we were looking for each other. We were looking for the extra pass. We were looking for the one more. I think that really helped us tonight.
And our transition, we knew that because they were jamming the rebounder and they were going to send 2 and trap, that we were going to have streakers up the floor and get layups.
Yeah, Bree, you had 5 steals tonight. Can you talk about that defensive effort, not just from you, but from the whole team, and how you're able to capitalize off that to get easy buckets on the other end?
I'm trying to think of the answer. But I feel like I pride myself on defense, and me bringing the energy that I bring, I want everybody to feel that with me. So just bringing that every day and just coming up all right, come on, y'all, get up on them, get up. So just doing all of that just really brought us in a momentum. Okay, we got these 2 steals. All right, we're gonna get some more. So yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
First off, could you update us on Lev and Emma?
Yeah, Lav has a lower body injury, so I know they're working through just focusing on her rehab with that. So we hope to get her back by the holidays. Kind of presented itself when we were in Cancun. She was struggling a bit, so with getting some additional rest. Emma is going to be evaluated, but no update to her injury.
It wasn't one moment for Lev. It was something that what kind of conversation, or did you have a conversation with Nay when she was going through that little bit of lull and obviously has come out of on the other side of it these last 2 games, or as a graduate senior, is there not really much to be said?
I didn't have a conversation. I felt like it was more that we weren't finding her, to be honest. I didn't think it was really had much to do with her shooting being off. I just thought we've been missing her a lot, and we haven't been able to attack the defense and be able to find her. So I think, that was evident today that we just got her a lot more easier looks. She's not going to be a player that is going to pull off of ball screens and create shots for herself. She needs the others to be able to help her get those shots. So that's evident of, Shai had a much better command of the game with the 11 assists, and her teammates were finding her.
Hey, Coach.
Okay.
So when you have a player that's as hot as Brene was at halftime, is that something as a coach that you take into account going into the third quarter and fourth quarter in terms of finding her, or just maybe not finding her and taking some of the pressure off? So.
I knew she was near a career high, so I was just trying to find out what that career high was. And, we're not afraid of those percentages. You want to keep going after it, and whatever happens, happens. But, yeah, we were excited for her.
And Brene and Bree had 5 steals today, so can you just talk about you putting her in the lineup? I know it's for injury, but just having 2 players in the starting lineup with 5 or more steals.
Well, Bree's been pushing the needle to begin with, so I'm excited to see where Bree's at. And I was most proud for Bree tonight. It was the lack of fouls. That was something that I wanted to make sure, and she had none at halftime. So even in that first quarter of her kind of being really efficient with her defense, and I thought she really responded that way. And like you said, with the 5 steals, and Brene's been bringing that defense since Cancun. She's been really aggressive and setting that tone for us. So that was great to be able to see.
Thank you.
Coach, did you put Shai in at the end there for the double-double, or what was kind of the
Yeah, we did.
thought
We
process?
did. I mean, needed another ball handler out there as well with Riley, and was hoping, but not enough time.
And then, in terms of, I felt like just the offense was flowing better, like the extra pass and stuff like that. Really started, I think, against UMass and now carrying it into this game. How much of that is opponent dependent, and how much of that is you guys, like when you look at these type of games?
That's a great question. It's definitely a blend of both. I think, it's lessened for us, where we've gotten a little bit more freedom because the opponent is definitely not where we've been playing. So that's helped our offense. I think we needed a better blend of opponents like this, within the first 6 games that we had. But we're also learning each other, and the more games we play together, the more we're kind of trying to, get our chemistry and our rotations are coming together.
First off, Coach, how you doing?
Good.
With 8 games in, what are some of the positives you're learning about your young Terps?
They're really coachable. They're, they want to be great. So they want to do what we're asking of them. I thought tonight was great, where, we kind of wanted to keep defensively being able to hold them. So, that's the beautiful thing. I think, given the stretch of games, how hard it was, I like that they've kept their confidence throughout it, and now just staying humble and hungry.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, one more. Yeah. The team wore mental health shirts. Can you just talk about the importance of mental health awareness?
Yeah, obviously, like we showed before the game, I mean, it's an area that we want to recognize for everyone out there. I mean, for us, it's important, and we want to make sure that, everybody, feels included and understands that we're here for them. Yep.
Hey, Coach. 30 assists tonight, season high, and I know 17 turnovers, but the season high 30 assists is something you got to be happy about. Just talk about how you guys prioritize, making the extra pass tonight, finding the open man, and getting that high assist to turnover ratio that you like to see.
Yeah, great step in the right direction, with our chemistry and led by Shy, obviously, with her 11 assists, but I thought it was contagious. She set the tone. What was it? The first 40 points weren't even scored before she had a point. So I thought she really set the tone on that and getting everyone involved. And we're going to have to be able to have that as a team, to be hard to guard.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. You mentioned earlier that part of Brené's career high tonight was that you found her. The players were able to find her in the assists when they weren't passing to her previously as much. What were some of the things you guys worked on in practice to kind of make sure that Brené was getting open and that other players were noticing that she was open and making sure to pass the ball to her?
Yeah. We try to stress it, obviously, in film and in practice. I mean, I'd love to say, we had one practice before this game, so I'd love to say it was our practice, but that's a little fool's gold. I just think that, a little bit, the opponent made it a little easier. She was able to get more shots off, and then we were able to find her. But hopefully we can definitely build upon it.
Just one more. What do you like about Allie with that starting unit?
Her physicality. I still think she's, coming off that injury, still trying to get herself in shape. But she gives us, size. She gives us, a low post presence down there. And as she continues to get herself in better shape, I think she'll be able to give us even more from a scoring and a rebounding end, which we've got to be able to have inside.
Those things kind of consciously precipitated the move a little bit?
Yeah. Yep.
I guess, I know you mentioned, I think yesterday, that you wanted Brené to get some more shots. Obviously, I know she was shooting very well, but is this kind of what you expected or you would have probably wanted to see from her like every single game?
Yeah, we need her three-point shooting. She's our best three-point shooter. She opens things up. It makes us hard to guard when you have an inside-outside presence and with our players that can get downhill. So, yeah, we've got to be able to have every single one of her threes. And, she's a phenomenal shooter.
Yeah, Coach, you guys shot 58% from three tonight. How much of a confidence boost is this moving forward? And can you speak to how this type of shooting really opens up the game offensively for you guys?
It's huge for us. I'd love to see it continue. I'd love to see Nate kind of continue to have those numbers, and it was contagious amongst her teammates. So definitely, every game's different, but the fact that we were able to extend it and be able to hit that many threes was terrific.
Coach, congrats on the win. Brené mentioned a little bit earlier tonight that she got hot during warm-ups and toward the beginning of the game. Obviously, this starts a 5-game stretch of you guys being at home. What does this mean for you to continue throughout your team?
Yeah, hopefully we can continue it with consistency as we continue to, we've obviously have a great George Mason team coming in that's undefeated on Sunday. We have our first Big Ten game coming up after that. So this is where you want to start building some momentum.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah.